Hi, it's the 4th of April 2018 at 2:25 p.m. Well, today's been a thoughtful day after Bry's news yesterday. For those of you who don't realise what they don't know what that news is, yeah, he told me that he visited the Philippines recently and impregnated AB and her sister, and that he intends to retire there and live with, I think it's 4 sisters in total. And I was talking to him today, and he said, well, I thought about it. And he said he was at work and he was thinking he's got a girlfriend, Blossom, very pretty girl, and he's been sort of talking to her and sending her money and doing all that sort of thing for years. And he said, I thought about it, Bob, and he just thought, yeah, she just calls me stupid all the time. I don't want that. I said, I can't blame you. Blossom's very Western in her attitude, in her outlook. And AB, by contrast, is very... I keep thinking about what she said to me. It was like an announcement. She was really saying, I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. This is what I want. This is what we want, me and my sister. Yeah, we're quite happy to share Brian. Yeah, I'll need his resources, but yeah. And she was really saying, yeah, everybody wants this. Everybody, she doesn't care what society wants, what feminists want, or anything else like that. She's got it very clear in her mind what she wants. And I was left with a feeling it's almost reverting to tribalism, which I've sort of sensed in myself a little bit. Dancing in the room, community, the wild jungle. Yeah, just the very nature of the name, the wild jungle. It's a little bit like living with a tribe of people. It's not just talking to people online. We kind of live together in a lot of ways, and we share ideas and what have you. It's a communal sort of way of living. And I've just been thinking about it all day long. So the big takeaway is that AB's making it clear that she wants Brian. She and her sisters want him there. Yeah, he's much older, but that's all right, they're used to that. Yeah, they want his resources, yeah. Brian's quite happy with that. He wants to feel wanted and needed, otherwise someone's going to take his money. If it's not that, it'll be a barkeep somewhere, if it doesn't go to AB. And, he'll just drink it and quickly get cirrhosis of the liver and die. So I can understand his point of view. I can understand everybody's point of view. And it's as I said, the big takeaway is, yeah, she wants him. Yeah, I mean, Western women are making it very clear. They think we're stupid. They think we're idiots. They don't really want us. They're really sending a clear message that, oh, you're an inconvenience. I always have done. You're a pain in the arse. And these people that live here aren't saying that at all. They're not saying you're a pain in the arse. They're saying, no, we want you. Yeah, come here and live. Yeah, we don't want to go there and live. You come here and live. And Brian said to me today, he said, why don't you come? Move in next door or something. And I sort of laughed it off, but I've been thinking about it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going for sex. I'm not geared the same way that Bri is. I love business, but yeah, I'd probably live with Flor. She loves business too. Yeah, we could. I think it would. It could possibly work. But I'm wondering what's keeping. There's nothing keeping me here really, other than just getting all the shit and probably sending it there or something. I need to get an income. But, oh boy, I'm living on the smell of an oily rag here in Australia. I mean, I could easily live very cheaply there. I mean, it's just so cheap. Medical things are a problem. That bothers me a little bit. There's quite a few things I'd have to think about, I suppose. I wouldn't just pack up my bags and go. Although one of AB's Aussie friends, he's so relaxed he turned up there once with $300 in his pocket. It was just he'd been there that many times, knew his way, and she said, yeah, we ended up having to keep him. But I mean, that's it's just how it was. But yeah, he was so comfortable with it. And I keep thinking, why do I want to be here? I don't talk to anybody here. I don't work with anybody here. All of my dealings are online. I think it'd be a hoot living next door to Brian. We just laugh the whole time. He's good fun. And I think Flor lives somewhere else, so I wouldn't be living next door to him. But maybe I could visit. I don't know. We could work something out. I've got all this on my mind, but I'm really starting to think about it because it's really. And clearly, Brian must have weighed up Blossom versus AB and just thought, well, one wants me. One actually, and AB always treats men with a lot of respect, her and her whole family. It's always, she doesn't call them stupid or put them down or run them down in any way. No, it's always respectful. I find her very difficult to do business with. She's just airy-fairy. She doesn't want to do it. I think she just wants to be a traditional woman. I think she just really wants to have a baby and bring up the child and be supported. And most of you mgtow don't like that idea, but she doesn't get less. The other thing I thought, and maybe this is what you're all missing, and I've had comments say, they're going to scam him and scheme him and that sort of thing. And I keep thinking that, Bry's been around the block. He's spent a lot of time in the wild jungle. He's been scammed by any number of scammers. They tell any sorts of stories. We don't believe them anymore. Okay. But a situation with, say, that he's in, everybody's, that I've spoken to are looking at it one way, saying, no, he'll get scammed again. He could just as easily turn around and stand her up. And she could be left, holding two babies they have to support, and Bri could just disappear. There's no compulsion for him to do anything. See, that's the difference. If he was in the States and he was in that situation, they've got him penned in, bang, 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 bang. He's just his life's over. It's finished. But here, he's got it's. She can scam him, but he can scam her right back. He could just walk away from it. A lot of guys do. They just walk away, just see ya, and leave the woman holding the bundle. And this is what the system was set up to protect them against. It's now gone. The pendulum has gone too far the other way. But that's what it was set up for. To offer protection to women in this situation. They have a child and then suddenly they're left. But it's been abused. And this is what most of us are suffering from. But that's just, it's in its raw form. There's no international protection. Okay, so if Brian doesn't want to honour his obligation, just say, no, fuck you. That's it. She's left. She's stuck with it. And that's what a lot of them are finding. It's you can scam both ways. So really, don't assume that it's just her. She's the bad one, because he could be just as bad. Okay, so the risk is even, Stephen. In the States or in Australia, no, the woman has no risk. The men have all the risk. It's just it's like this. It's but the risk is even, and she's got something to lose. If she wants to keep fighting with him or something, he'll just say, fuck you, see ya. And she loses. Okay, so she's got a vested interest to keep going and to be, a good sister-in-law, is it? With his baby. Just, isn't it great? Having twins to two separate women. Yeah, but it's had me thinking all day, and it's. I told Karina, my Romanian friend, and and her comment was, shame on him. I laughed. I haven't spoken to her about it since, but I mean, she was sort of saying shame on him for having sex with, two sisters, let alone, that was bad enough, let alone getting them both pregnant and marrying one of them. Oh, yeah, but the shame, it was just, it fell on deaf ears. I just thought, well, where's the shame? This was shame on society, actually, for doing what it's doing. And the thing is, if you push it too far, which is what's happened, it's going to break. Yeah, it's broken. So, the system doesn't care what it does to men. So eventually, men are just going to say, well, fuck, we don't care what we do either. Makes sense. I mean, mgtow can say it's a wrong thing. Society can say it's a wrong thing. Everybody can say it's a wrong thing. Doesn't matter. Brian couldn't give a fuck. He's over there having a good time. You're just talking to yourselves, the same as society will. And there'll be a lot more. Once the idea sort of takes hold, there'll be more guys just thinking, well, what's the point of staying here? It's expensive. I get treated like a bloody piece of shit. Well, why don't I go there where they need me? They want me. It's and you feel appreciated, and that's what I want. It's okay if you guys don't want to feel. If you guys just want to feel like a piece of shit, like you've been thrown out on the garbage tip, and you're quite happy to be on the garbage pile, look, nobody's saying anything. You sit there on the garbage pile and enjoy yourself. But a lot of us don't want to sit on the garbage pile. We don't want to feel like a piece of garbage. We actually want to feel wanted and loved and cherished. And I don't really want that coming from a man. Sorry. I like chatting with men. I like having a joke with men. I talk to men a lot. But I don't. I'm not looking for them for that warmth and that's sort of a little bit of special thing from them. It's just, yes, I know. We've got to. And so the other thing too is, into people say, oh, they just want you for your resources. Well, what's the fucking point of me living if I'm not? I'm not. What am I going to do? Sit here and eat? Well, what am I going to do? Hobby? What do you want me to make? Model aeroplanes? I know. I think you have to be a bit sort of realistic. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, get a dog. Yeah, and then, but I actually enjoy human company. Yeah, I love dogs too. I think they're great, but I do love human company. So, and there are a lot of guys in that situation. So in mgtow that, are laying down the law that no, all men should, forfeit women. They say, no, stop it. You're not God, okay? Because different people have different requirements, right? And there are a lot of men who actually want to feel wanted, needed, and not on a garbage tip. We'd rather move to something that looks like a garbage pile. I feel comfortable there. Actually, when I put this up again, I thought, I could get a job as a house painter, maybe. Boy, it needs some work, doesn't it? Yeah, and some of the houses are just knockouts. They're really great. I don't even know whether Westerners can buy a house there. But I imagine accommodation would be pretty cheap and food would be cheap. Everything would be cheap. And you need a sniff of an income. And, and you'd probably tick along all right. But anyway, we'll see what happens. It's all just an idea at the moment, but I get the feeling that's where the pull is. They're saying, come here. Yeah, just come here and, we'll take care of you, or, I suppose I could go to Vietnam and get a job teaching or something. I mean, that's what Floor's doing. I think they earn $12, $13 US an hour, which is okay. I mean, living costs are, are much lower. But I don't know that I want to do that. No, I'd rather be entrepreneurial. I'd rather have a business. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's certainly opened the debate in my mind. And it's interesting because I know Bri a lot, and I speak to him a lot. Yeah, and I like he's weighted up Blossom versus AB in the family. Yeah, and I can understand why he's arrived at his decision. Anyway, good talking to you, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye.